Hey, that worked.
Hello.
How's it going?
All good. How are you?
Good. Thank you. Just waiting for everybody else to get on.
Yes. Ismail should also be here any moment. I think you're able to. Yeah, there he is already, I think.
There we go. For some reason,
I,
it's just going to the back.
I sent him an invite. We'll see if he gets it.
He should be ready. I was just talking to him a minute ago, so I think he should be joining any moment. I cannot see your video yet, though. I don't know if that's a problem on my side.
Instagram does that sometimes. It
Yeah.
decides whether it's going to like show the video or not. I can see you, but other people I can't for whatever reason. It's weird. Hey, Sarah.
All right.
Hey, Travis.
All right, let me send him the invite again. It's not working for some reason. There we go.
Hey.
Hi.
Hello.
All right.
Can you guys hear me?
All right.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Thanks for coming on, guys.
Yeah.
If
That's all.
anybody in the chat
Pleasure.
has questions, just put them in there. So I want to start talking about the main reason you guys are on here. You just released a new song yesterday, Oracle. So can you tell us a little bit about the inspiration for that?
Well, I think Konstantin can talk more about it actually than I could, because he was the
Well,
main songwriter.
I was just pausing for a moment because I was thinking, what was the original inspiration, really? I think the song kind of just happened as a riff that we just started between us, the guitarists, and then we took it from there. And originally, it was a very different song. I'm sure Ismail remembers.
So that's what I
was
remember.
a lot calmer. Yeah, it was very a lot calmer and slower. Kind of like a ballad actually at first, but then Ismail said, no, we have to put more energy into this. And then bit by bit, it became the more energetic song that it is now. Also, the breakdown, which I think is also a very nice part of the song, was added by our drummer. So it was really like a collective work in there. And I think in terms of inspiration, I mean, what really brought the whole thing together was then really the lyrical concept by our singer Saif, who tied it into this whole idea of, you know, it's the battle between fate and free will, and how to navigate this whole conundrum. Yeah, and not to forget, of course, also Fahmi, our bassist, who added really nice bass lines, I think, and really gave the song a whole different vibe also. Yeah, so it's really
I agree. The
hard to
bassline
pinpoint
changed the
one
song.
inspiration. Yeah, really hard to pinpoint one inspiration. I think this one was a really, really collective effort, even more so than our previous song.
That's awesome.
Sounds good.
I'm just like,
what?
Watching everybody come in here. This is awesome.
Welcome, everyone.
Right?
What inspired you guys to get into music in the first place?
That's a very broad question to ask, like, and it has a pretty long answer. But I've always liked music since I heard it, but metal music or rock music is what really hit me from the start, from the beginning. So, like, it's what really consumed me, and it's what really made me feel like I'm actually immersed with the experience. So that's what made me pick up a guitar and start playing.
Is metal pretty big in Egypt?
I wouldn't say it's pretty big. Like, the metal scene in Egypt is pretty small. So, like, all of the bands are like, everybody knows each other, and all of the fans know everybody who plays in all the bands. So I think it's a pretty small scene, but it's a nice scene to be in. It's everybody has the energy, but we're pretty small.
It sounds like a nice community for sure, though.
Yeah, it's a nice community. It's nice that you know everything. You know, it's like, and it's fun when you discover something new, but that rarely happens.
Yeah.
It was also interesting for me, you know, coming originally from Germany, which was like a big metal country, and everyone and their grandma had a metal band. And it was very different coming to Egypt and starting to play here because it was such a tight-knit community, and somehow everything feels more impactful. Even though it's a smaller circle that is impacted, but it feels more that you're actually able to do something. You're able to. I mean, Ismail can maybe talk about that more. Organize your own gigs. Really form the community, shape the community, and that's actually something really nice.
Do you guys have any upcoming performances or concerts coming up?
We're trying to get a performance in February, but like nothing is confirmed yet, so we can't really talk about it
Too much,
unless it's confirmed. Yeah, exactly.
We get it.
Yeah. We got a question that says, what artist or band would we like to perform with? Well, it depends. Like, if you're asking that question, like if it's like our dream performance with someone from abroad, like a huge band, or like mainly locally. But for me, it would be my favorite band is System of a Down, so I'd like to perform with them.
Yeah.
If that's like my dream. But yeah. Locally, I mean, like I just like to perform with my friends. Like I told you, the scene is small, so
Yeah.
when the other bands are your friends, it's the most fun gig.
Sierra replied with alive or dead or anyone, so that was a really good answer.
If it's someone who's dead, I'd perform with Dio. Like that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Konstantin, you can say who's your dream band. I think it's In Flames or.
I think it's already in the screen. So I mean, like I would definitely go with Flames if I had the chance. Yeah. So if anyone's watching, Anders or Björn, we're here. If you want to come to Egypt, we'd love to play together.
How did Amenta get started?
Okay, I could talk about that. Amenta got started in early 2020. So basically, we were in a different band actually. Me and Fahmi, the bassist, we were in a different band with other members, and then we didn't really find ourselves there, so we decided to like take it together to leave that band and start something new. And that was the start. It was me and Fahmi and two other members. And we wrote 2 tracks. We wrote 2 songs in 2020 and 2021. And then it kind of didn't work out. So the band went on a hiatus in 2022. And then in 2023, I was performing a gig with another band. It was a System of a Down tribute band called Genocide. And it was with another band called the Rattlesnakes, and then they're also like a cover band for like 80s hard rock and stuff. And their vocalist who's currently our vocalist, is Safe. He said he wants to he heard our songs, he wants to be the vocalist of this band. So I was like, okay, I don't mind, because his voice is awesome. I guess you heard it in the songs.
Yeah.
So Safe joined the band. Then like a few months later, Konstantin called Fahmi, who was the bassist, and he told him, I want to play metal. So Fahmi was like, okay, call Ismail, meet Ismail and stuff. So then Konstantin joined the band as well. Like after I met him and I showed him what I was coming up with, I showed him the riff for Obsidian that day. I remember I was coming up with that riff, and he liked it, and then he also started coming up with his riffs and stuff. And we actually wrote Infinitum together before the drummer joined. So how did the drummer join? He basically saw the band on Instagram. He saw Fahmi in it, and Fahmi is his friend. So he was like, and he didn't see a drummer. So he messaged us. He's like, does this band have a drummer? And we were like, no, but you could be the drummer if you want. And that's how it came together, like up till now, basically in a nutshell.
That's awesome. So do you have any like creative processes when it comes to writing songs, or?
Well, with this new lineup, it's there is a creative process. With the old lineup, there wasn't really much. Like every single time, it was going in a different way. But with this new lineup, there is a creative process. Basically, me and Konstantin sit and weave the songs together in a way, and then we throw them on the group to the rest of the band, and then all the other changes start coming there. So like basically the song, basically the initial structure comes with me and Konstantin, the two guitarists. We sit, we weave it together, then we send it to everybody else, but then it becomes a whole different song after that anyway, like because everybody adds their influences, so nothing is strict. Nobody like has a stronghold on the songwriting process. Everybody's free to put their influences, and we all come from different backgrounds, so that's why we have that unique sound that like I think it's pretty unique. I can't put a name on it, I can't put a certain genre on it, because like everybody has a different background, and everybody puts their own touch on the songs.
For sure. We had another question in the chat. Is there a concept or a main theme binding your upcoming release together?
Yes,
Yes, there is. But I don't know. I don't know if we want to tell too much about it already.
You guys can wait.
Top secret.
Okay.
Well, we answered the
So-
question. We said yes, but we won't say what it is.
Exactly.
Dave,
I mean, maybe to tease it a little bit, I think there will be a full picture when all the upcoming releases are out. The big picture will be more visible, but I think in a nutshell, it is already visible in the songs that we have released. So in case anyone want to look for clues, you might find them in the songs already.
The 3 songs that we released so far, and you'll come up with it.
So that is definitely, like, anybody in the chat wondering that too. It is a figure it out yourself, but it's obvious.
is there a certain song that resonates with you the most personally, and why?
Out of our songs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they all kind of like. Well, now you'll make us talk about the concept again, but like they all kind of things that we go through as humans, so they all resonate with me in a way. It just depends, like what I'm going through, like or which part of my life I'm going through. But like in the past, I've gone through all the songs, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they all kind of resonate with me. Whether it's something that's going on now or something that went on in the past, I relate to it in a way.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and I think musically speaking, all songs have different elements that make them interesting for me as a musician to engage with them. So, but if I had to pick one, like musically speaking, I think it would be Oracle, the most recent one. Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, if I'll pick one musically speaking, it would be Obsidian, which is the one before this one.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your favorite song to perform?
Excuse
Your
me?
favorite song to perform?
Yeah, it's Obsidian again for me. I don't know, but like I like performing Oracle as well. Like when I played it, it felt really good. It has a nice intro that like kicks in really well. Or Obsidian is kind of like it has the same thing going on for most of the song, except like the part in the middle. But Oracle is more immersive. So actually, they're both good. Like I like performing both.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't pick a favorite either.
Exactly, and like, there are some unreleased songs that I like to perform as well. Like I like performing all of them actually.
Actually, my favorite is forthcoming. Yeah, so I can't talk too much about it yet. But
My favorite is the unreleased one.
So when you guys are performing, have you forgotten any of the lyrics when you were up on stage? Like due to nerves or anything?
We didn't get on stage yet with this lineup or with the older one, so like we're just getting ready to do that.
Well, you have to come
But
back
I
and tell us.
don't think so for lyrics at all, because
I am
like he
doing
puts so
the backing vocals.
like he writes it with like with a lot of attention to detail, so I don't think he'd forget it. Like he's immersed in the concept in his head, so like in his head it's not like just some lines that he memorized. No, it's like a story that's going on, so I think he won't forget it.
That's awesome.
Also, Ismail is only doing the growls live, so even if he forgot the lyrics, nobody would notice the difference.
Exactly.
Well, there you go. What do you guys like to do for fun outside of the band?
That's a nice question. Well, for me, it's like I go hang out with my friends. We do a lot of activities, mostly like bowling or like just having coffee. That's my favorite thing to do. Like just meeting up with my best friends, just hanging out.
Yeah,
But like my most fun
okay.
activity is that, so like it's kind of what I mainly do for fun.
Mhm.
So it's like these things are just like little things beside the band.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. I would also say music is the main hobby, and yeah, besides work and all other obligations, it usually takes up most of the time. Trying to get some social connection and some exercise in there, and then I think it's a day.
What is the best way that your fans and potential new followers can support you? Like streaming your music or
Currently, with the stage that we're at, I think it would be by streaming our music and sharing it, like letting people hear it, because we put a lot of effort into it. We think it sounds really good, so we want everybody to hear it and give us feedback as well. Like feedback would help us, whether it's positive or negative. It would help us refine our sound more.
Yeah, I agree.
we have another question. What do you all think about Sonic Youth?
I have another question. What is Sonic Youth?
That's kind of where I was going with that too. Thank you for picking that up.
But yeah, like he could write what Sonic Youth is, or like let me Google it and I'll answer him later.
I'm pretty sure it's a band.
Yeah, it sounds like a band.
Mm.
Okay, hang on. I have my computer here anyway, so let's figure it out. It's probably a band. I think you guys are right. It's a rock band.
Rock band.
Well, clearly you don't think anything about them because you don't know who they are.
It's an American
Exactly.
rock band based in New York City. We actually do not know, but we can definitely check them out.
Noise rock band is inspired by the Velvet Underground. I checked them out.
Cool.
I think our
That's
baits
what I can say at this point.
would know them.
Probably. Yeah,
exactly.
that sounds exactly like his genre.
Exactly. That sounds
Yeah.
exactly like a sentence that he would say.
When you guys are writing music, what's your creative process like?
Oh, we said that, right? We got through this question, I guess.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Or is it our personal creative process rather than as a band?
For me, it just comes, like I think, like an idea comes. Like it's not like putting riffs together, or like if I'm writing a song on my own, it's not just putting riffs together or riffs added. Like it's more like actually trying to convey something that I'm feeling, or trying to convey something that happened to me in the past that I thought about. Sometimes I'm just inspired to pick up my guitar and put something together, and putting sections together that like that convey what I felt in different ways and things related to that event. So usually it's inspired by events in my life, Obsidian is inspired by events that happened to me in the guitar writing, but like the lyrics are completely different. So because everybody puts his own thing, so actually the guitars are inspired by something completely different than the lyrics. Second, I'll get the door.
Yep. Yeah, I would say the same. I think for me, it's less telling a story that happened to me, but rather it comes from any kind of emotion, whether it's energetic or nostalgic or whatever, and that just kind of translates into the guitar writing process and everything else. I think we also bounce a lot off each other to really put into words what it is that we want to convey. And we kind of like noticed over the process that our visions align. At least that's how it went for the last 3 releases. Yeah.
Awesome. Now, we know that you guys are not performing yet, but where would be the dream destination for you guys to perform?
That's a nice question. I'd like to perform at Hellfest
Yep.
because it has everybody. Like it literally has everybody.
That lineup is amazing. Like, I see
Yeah,
posters for it pop up on my Facebook all the time, and I'm like, oh my God, I want to go.
exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a really cool festival. I mean, I don't know, for me, besides obviously the big festivals, I mean, Hellfest or Wacken or yeah, Summer Breeze, all other the big festivals would be amazing. But I think emotionally, I'm most attached to I don't know. It's not even a big concert hall in my hometown in Germany, in Munich, where I just saw all my first metal concerts. So I guess that's kind of where I would want to play one day. I think that's like the place I'm most emotionally attached to, I would say.
Awesome.
Nice. And I know you guys like metal music. Do you like any other genres that may surprise people?
Well,
Price.
well, I'd say like from my childhood, there are a few songs that aren't metal songs, like maybe rap, hip hop, R&B. Yeah, I grew up with these, so I actually like them. But like, once I discovered metal, I stopped discovering stuff in other genres. But I actually liked that before discovering metal.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I just always go back to classic rock, but that's also like there's not really a lot. I mean, there's not really anything to discover now anymore. But I do love my classics. That's for sure.
Classic rock is awesome. I have to agree. What is one of the biggest pet peeves that you guys have?
Well, like, can you define, like, I know what pet peeves is, but like, can you like
Something that
rephrase it?
like annoys you, like if something is like loud chewing or just like somebody posing as somebody
Oh, I have a lot
else,
of
like
these.
scammers and stuff.
I have a lot of these, but like, actually, like something that would surprise you is like loud noises actually are a pet peeve, even though I listen to the loudest music.
Yeah.
But like loud noises by something other than music annoy me.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, there's just some noises out there that are like nails on chalkboard. Yeah, I get it.
Trying to think of anything music related, really, but cables. I hate cables.
Yes, me too.
Do you guys have any weird food combinations that you like to eat? Like, I don't know, like, what can I, peanut butter on a burger or like
Oh my
anything. Hey, I'm not saying the other one.
Weird food combinations. I think Egypt has a lot of weird food combinations already. Like that would be weird to you. So you can Google koshari. Okay, it's like
Yes, let us have
it would be a weird
koshari.
combination. So if you're on your computer, you can Google it. It's koshary,
Okay.
and you can see what it's made of.
What was it? K-A?
No, Koshary.
There we go. Oh, but that actually looks cool. Oh, see, no, I tried that.
What is it?
You should find
Hang
it.
on.
Like, I think you'll find somewhere that makes it.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically all kinds of carbs and proteins that you can imagine thrown together.
Exactly.
And then you just put a very fat tomato sauce on top of it with a lot of garlic.
Yeah.
And it's awesome.
Nice.
Oh, hey, look,
How do you feel about
there's actually
pineapple on pizza?
Excuse me?
How do you feel about pineapple on pizza?
Saying what?
Pineapple on pizza?
I never tried it, but like, so I don't know. Like, but actually, like the fact that it survived till now makes me want to try it.
There you go.
See? It's not that bad. I'm Canadian. She picks on me all the time because I actually like pineapple on pizza. And we had one follower, he kind of ran with it a little bit, and basically he has a friend who eats it cold but puts whipped cream on top of it. It's I wouldn't try that. But
Okay. I was just gonna say I don't really understand why people feel so strongly about pineapple on pizza, but that combination does sound pretty criminal, to be honest.
right. I agree.
Exactly.
That one is criminal. I wouldn't do that.
Oh, maybe let's just give a quick shout out to Nick, who's just joining us. He's the producer who has been producing my last 3 songs. So, hi Nick, hope you're doing well.
Oh yes, Fiona and her yay whipped cream or whipped cream.
Is there something you've always wanted to learn or try?
That's also a broad question. There's a lot of these. If we'll talk about like in music, learning the drums, I think I do everything else. in terms of metal music, I do everything else. Yeah. So yeah, it would be learning the drums to like become a one-man band.
Cool. Well, there you go. You're almost there.
I mean, I think we do learn a lot constantly because we're basically doing everything DIY.
Mm-hmm.
So we're constantly trying to find simple, manageable solutions for complex problems, and I think that already got us pretty far. I mean, I think if I really wanted to delve into something deeper, it would be music production and music promotion, because I think those 2 things are such a broad field that is so there's just so much knowledge to be acquired still. But yeah, definitely something a skill I would like to have more, but at the same time, I think it's also a full-time job to really get into that.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, we don't have time. You know, we're also corporate slaves. So. If we have time, we probably.
Well, yeah. What is your favorite instrument to play?
For me, it's gonna always.
I mean, we might be biased.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. The guitar,
I don't know if I learn drums, I don't know if it'll overcome the guitar, but like guitar has a special place, like, so I think it won't change.
I love my guitar. I used to play piano. I pick at the guitar every once in a while. I can't go back to piano now.
Yeah, I think piano would be my least favorite. Like if I learned everything, piano would become my least favorite instrument.
It's hard. Once you get the basic of it, it's fine, but it's hard.
So yeah.
Do you guys have any pranksters in the band?
Yes. Yes, I'm really he should have been on this thing. Like the question
Actually,
really
yeah. He was watching earlier. He was watching earlier. He should have come on.
Yes.
What is the craziest prank he's done?
The craziest prank. Well, inside the band, like I haven't done any pranks yet.
Yet.
Stay tuned.
Because they're all
Stay
new.
tuned.
Like I can't prank them yet. You know.
You gotta get to know everybody.
Exactly.
You'll get there.
But I haven't done pranks in a long time, so like I don't know. Like I was a kid, so I have to remember like all the pranks and get you the craziest one.
Yeah.
I think I got old for that.
Never too old. No. You're only as old as you feel.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If you could have any superpower, what would it be?
I don't know. I guess it would be like finding out what people really think, because that would make me like get through a lot, like not have to wait for on a lot of people, you know.
Like a mind reader?
Just get to, yeah.
That's actually a new one. We've been getting
I'm not sure. Sorry?
We've been getting teleporter a lot.
Oh, teleport is awesome at that. Yeah, actually, that would be very useful for me because I'm a lot between Egypt and Germany, so that would make life a lot easier. Yeah, I'll take
absolutely.
that one. Yeah.
What are your favorite type of movies?
Well, I would say action movies, actually. Like I like stuff that's immersive. I don't like long stories where I have to pay attention to detail. I just like, you know, something that's visually immersive would keep me watching for the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I
our
like
lyric video.
I like
the lyric video for Oracle.
Yeah.
Go watch it.
What was it?
I'm saying like the lyric video for Oracle. Go watch it.
Oh, okay.
We will.
I do like some immersive stories with plot twists. Like that's my favorite. That's something that keeps you engaged. But also, I like a lot of like the classic fantasy movies. Lord of the Rings would be probably something I would watch over and over again. The Harry Potter movies too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is
then I would
your favorite?
Also pick the Lord of the Rings. Sorry?
Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter? What is your favorite Lord of the Rings?
Oh, no. But then definitely Lord of the Rings. Definitely Lord of the Rings. No, that's an easy one.
Not Lord of the Rings. Actually, this is the first thing that we ever disagreed on since you joined the band.
Yeah, I like Lord of the Rings.
That's the first disagreement we have.
Exactly.
Oh, what did you do?
Harry Potter.
Now you created a problem.
Oh no. I'll just go that way.
What house would you be in for Harry Potter?
Excuse me?
What house would you be in for Harry Potter?
Gryffindor. Yeah, I'm a goody two shoes.
Yeah.
I think either Gryffindor or Ravenclaw.
Yeah, he's a Ravenclaw. For sure.
I'm a Ravenclaw?
Yes.
Okay. I guess that makes you the sorting hat.
Yeah, we need the sorting hat now to find out.
Exactly. And if anybody in the chat has any questions, just put them in there. What was the first concert you saw?
The first concert I saw, Deep Purple 2013. Yeah, 2014.
Deep Purple is a good band.
Yeah.
I like that band.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I think the very, very first concert I saw, I think that was Eric Clapton, also around the same time.
That's awesome. I like Eric Clapton too. I'm all over the place. Fiona would like to know, what is your dream vacation spot?
it would be something calm, like like an island or something. Like I like calmness in general. I'm a calm person, so whatever, just a calm island without a lot going on.
I have to agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, like
More warm.
nothing specific. Like
Yeah.
if it's just calm, it's fine.
If I could pick one right now, I think I would go to a warm and calm island, like whether it's a Greek island or somewhere in Indonesia, but an island. That would be cool.
Nice.
We actually had somebody on before you guys that was from Greece. That's really cool.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah. It all came together. And she said she's making you guys think. Yeah, well, it's Saturday. Come on now. You're making everybody think on a Saturday. What is the best advice that you guys have been given, like towards your music career, towards your band, or anything like that?
Okay, I think it's to not stop, because mostly especially in Egypt, musicians stop.
Yeah, you don't see many.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm stopping anyway. I think it's fun. A lot of people relate it to, especially who make their own music, they relate it to the results.
Right.
I'm not relating it to the results. I'm just having fun. So I'm not stopping because it's fun.
Yeah. Make sure you're always having fun. That's definitely most important.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I wouldn't see it any other way. Like I kind of imagined, like a week ago or something. I imagined if everything stopped, then like I wouldn't be having fun because it's my main source of fun now. So I'm not stopping.
That's awesome.
It doesn't feel like work when it's like that.
Yeah.
Yes, it is a job. Yes, it makes you money, but at the same time, if you enjoy what you do, it doesn't feel like that.
Yeah, exactly.
True. I think the best advice that I've received was probably my guitar teacher way back, who always insisted on me approaching things slowly rather than rushing into them. And I think that's something at the time I didn't have the patience to do that, but it stuck with me, and I think it also made me advance as a musician, but also it gave me a more patient outlook on everything music related, band related. Everything has its due time, and everything needs its due time in order to work. I think that's definitely something very good advice I've been given. Yeah.
Absolutely. I know it has been asked, but Fiona just mentioned, who has influenced you to get into music? Everyone has their stories.
Who influenced me to get into music? That's a big question, but Angus Young from AC/DC made me want to pick up a guitar. Like watching him play, like cemented the idea in my head. So getting into metal music was from System of a Down. Getting into the guitar was from Angus Young.
Awesome.
For me, again, In Flames. Just because I think, yeah, it's a very convenient answer for me, but it was just when I've listened to some hard music before, also like System of a Down, and in Germany, of course, Rammstein was always big. So these kind of bands, I've always listened to them, but they never inspired me to pick up an instrument and try to do what they did. As much as the Gothenburg melodic death metal scene, because I never had the idea that guitars would do this kind of stuff, and that was really cool.
Awesome. Yasmin wants to know, what's the story behind your band name and what are your upcoming projects? Well, they said they can't really talk about the projects, but what's the story behind your band name?
The story behind the band name, I think it's just like it's an ancient Egyptian name. So like if you go and listen to the first song, which was in the lineup before this one, we were kind of more Middle Eastern Egyptian themed. It was dark. It was kind of like, like you're in the underworld, maybe.
Yeah.
So that was the name of the band. Amenta means is what the underworld was called in ancient Egypt. So, and it's a pretty catchy name, so we kept it even though the concept and the direction changed. But that's what we were thinking about at the time.
That's awesome.
In terms of upcoming projects, I think we are still in the process of finishing the current project, which is finishing and well, I mean, we're releasing the songs, a bit by bit as it is now, but as we already discussed earlier, it's an overarching concept, and we also want to release them all together as an album. So this is what we're currently finalizing. And I think that's as far as we're thinking. Other than that, also Ismail was talking about the concerts that we're looking for. And since the question was also about festivals abroad, we would love to. So, I mean, we're definitely we're open, we're trying, and if anyone is willing to have us, definitely, we would love to.
Absolutely. Okay. Just making sure we didn't miss anything.
Okay.
All right, anybody else in the chat have any questions?
No, أنا ماشي على طول. عمرها ما بتقف.
Are you guys on Spotify as well?
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
we have all the.
Awesome.
How can people best support you guys? Is it streaming? Do you have merch?
We have merch that's available locally. We don't have merch that's available abroad, so it's in Egypt only.
Okay.
It's in a store called Chris Jiva Store. So yeah, we have merch there, and people actually bought all the shirts that were there. So I'm happy. That means that the designs are nice.
Awesome. That's
Yeah.
good though. Like, and then once you guys go international with it, people are gonna like it too.
Yeah, exactly. We'll try to go international with it, but step by step, because we're kind of immersed
Absolutely.
in finishing the album first. And it's a self-run band. Like nobody manages us. So.
Independent is definitely the way it seems to be going nowadays. So
Yeah, exactly.
that's good though. Start somewhere. And Fiona has said all of the streaming. So
Yeah, exactly. That would be
Definitely the best way to support us.
yeah,
Streaming, sharing, spreading the word. Absolutely.
Worldwide merch.
absolutely. We'll get there. Just make sure you stream, comment, listen on everything you can.
All right, guys. Well, I think that's pretty much all we had. We're coming up on our time. So I just wanted to say thank you for coming. We can't wait to hear the new music, and you guys are definitely invited back anytime you want.
All right, thank you. It was nice having this interview with you too.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Yeah.
absolutely. Great meeting you.
Thank
Have a
Thank you.
good night,
you very
guys.
much.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.